Hi, my name is Subbu. I lead HR for Tata AIG General Insurance. I think the points that I'm going to be speaking on is learning and the gig economy. Let's define what's gig economy, because learning we all know. I'm sure I'm talking to a set of experts sitting in the auditorium here. So the gig economy is more about working from anywhere, anytime, and also which means part-time freelancers and all kind of options of the kind of areas where you want to work in. Also that's kind of opening up because of one digital, and thanks to COVID, which is kind of has had a significant impact in the way everyone operates. I think all companies today are visibly taking a relook of their own design and their own way businesses are structured, and taking a very proactive call in terms of what kind of skills, what kind of talent is going to be more relevant for the future. I think India, thanks to the demographic dividend, has a lot of productive youth, which is going to be the future. And unless and until we are able to harness this future, I think we are going to not be talking about a demographic dividend. I think the opportunity here is to look at, what are the skill sets that are going to emerge in the future, and how do we as a society, not alone the corporates, but the society as well, can change to adhere to the kind of learning that is kind of required. Let me give you an example. The way we study in schools, the kind of syllabus that is currently being propagated, especially in these learning times. There's always been a lot of conversation around, is the text that I'm studying relevant to what I am doing at work? Do I need to change things a little differently in the way people study? Earlier, it was a traditional setup where kids used to go into the classroom. Now everything is online, and so that's the space that we are in. And we have also seen that as kids come out of school, colleges, there are various proficiencies or various skills that have now become more prevalent. For example, the actuarial, once the insurance businesses started, the actuarial skills kind of grew, and a lot of kids who were sharp in maths started looking at actuarial as a science to get into. A lot of people today are interested in getting into what you call as the corporate law, or the law, or being a lawyer, from an overall background perspective, because that's giving up a lot of options, thanks to the risk and governance issues that a lot of corporates are facing. I think sales, we've been talking about, what could be the traditional way that we could sell today. Most because of the pandemic, I think and there have been work from home solutions that have got created, whether it is retail or whether it is corporate. Visitors are not encouraged into office. There's meetings that are happening offline on Teams, and that's so the ability of how do you deal with possibly an intermediate, a customer online, and work with him to close a deal, I think is a skill that has got to be fine tuned as we go further, because it's not going to be easy. And I think unless and until you keep at it, and until and unless you bring in that rigor and the follow up, I think it will take its time. So the opportunities that are emerging really because of the COVID is, companies have started looking at part-time workers, senior professionals who could work from home. And these are for roles like operations, call center, which was there earlier also, but now I think it's for getting far more pronounced. Uh, and the concept of what and how we can bring learning to them. So I think more importantly, from a gig economy perspective, I think learning is all about today is being now transferred to the learner. I think the learner's ability to learn and the learning agility is going to play a very, very crucial role in the gig economy. And I think it's no longer a question of what training can you give, to what skill that I need to build on, and what do I therefore train myself on, is going to be a critical attribute as anyone who's wanting to get into a corporate life or wants to be an entrepreneur needs to beef his or her own skills up, so that they're able to value add in the business today. Thank you.